Now presenting.
Welcome everybody. We wanted to give you a background of some of the Sermon on the Go story that we've had, a retrospective.
It all started with a challenge. Sue sat down in fellowship one day after church and said, "Hey, I have a challenge for you. I want you to make a 90-second sermon to go." Thanks, Sue.
Thanks, Sue. Yeah, I would set up a YouTube account for the videos.
One day I'll have the technical skills to actually upload to that.
Well, it's been 2 years. But at least in the meantime, I did this. And of course, 2 years later, many lessons were learned, and I still enjoy doing it.
Remember Sermon on the Go #1? I was terrified.
Yeah, you look terrified.
After that, Ron told me to turn the camera side to side instead of up and down.
Yeah, and I asked for comments. We got one comment from Pat that said, she could smile, couldn't she?
And then Mike got me this light. I can't remember. Is it
This thing's great.
behind me? In front of me?
We couldn't figure it out.
Help me, I'm melting! And then you had to watch them for 4 different times.
Yeah, well, when I started, I checked every time it was a transfer, and then I listened to it, each one 4 times, and by the time I got through the 4 times, I could recite it myself.
That's how you always found the worst frame of my face to start on, isn't
That's
it?
right. It was usually one where your mouth was going.
Oh, do you remember when I forgot to send you a sermon on the go and you reminded me at 11:45 p.m. on a Friday?
Yeah, I was a little, how should I say? I didn't want to bother you, but we needed it done. Yeah, and then there was the time that I called you channeling Jimmy Carter. It was the one sermon on the go that we did not use, and that's because, well, pardon me for saying this, it's not really channeling Jimmy Carter because Jimmy Carter is still alive. It's channeling of the dead, you know, but I called it that anyway. One thing Jimmy Carter did that drove me crazy was he paused after just about every phrase in very strange places, just like that. So that's basically what her sermon on the go was. So that one didn't get aired, and she redid it.
And then there was the time you went to Indiana and you forgot your computer and spent 4 hours uploading the sermon on the go from your phone.
Yeah. You ever try to cut and paste on a phone? And that's what so much of this is cutting and pasting. So yeah, 4 hours.
I told you could have just said, "Whoops, we don't have a sermon on the go."
And I said, but I didn't want to disappoint you.
And I said, "You wouldn't." And you didn't.
And we didn't. And we posted, and we have never had a whoops since. So they've all been on there.
And then another 4 more hours uploading Sermon on the Go 100 from McDonald's in Branson, Missouri.
Now that one I had to get up. And their Wi-Fi there was as slow as molasses, and I was 4 hours drinking large Diet Coke after large Diet Coke to make it look I was a customer, and people kept wondering what I was doing, but well into the night, and with flat Jesus, we got it finished.
We made it. We never had a whoops.
Not a whoops.
We never missed a week.
Unbelievable. And now it's been well over 100. We passed the 104 mark, which was 2 years. So we're moving right along.
We'll keep going. The Sermon on the Go is for you. And it's up to you to view it and to pass it on.
That's right.
So
So
long,
long.
everybody.